Liquor Talk, brand new episode starts right now. Welcome everybody to another edition of the Liquor Talk podcast. This is your man Victor. Of course, I'm broadcasting live from the beautiful Studio Max in Orlando, Florida, better known as the Independent Dream Factory. Shout out to Don, shout out to the whole team. The Independent Dream Factory, where your dreams happen. Just holler at my people, they will definitely get you right. And join me today on episode 250. Podcasting out of South Carolina. She is the host of the Conversations with Glow podcast. It's Gloria in the house. Welcome to Liquor Talk. And how you doing tonight?
Hi!
Yes.
I don't even know if I can top that introduction, but thank you so much, Victor, for having me on. Hi, everybody that's out there listening. My name is Glow. I am the host of Conversations with Glow podcast / radio show. Y'all can catch me on all the platforms. Y'all can find me on Instagram at conversations.with I'm getting tongue twisted, y'all, because I'm excited. But it is conversations.with.glow. Twitter is at conversationsg. And y'all, please come and join my Facebook community. If y'all like Facebook and you like open communication, it is Conversations with Glow, and it's a it's a big group. We like to kick it in there. I like it.
Yes, definitely join her group. Follow her on everything. Tap in her on everything. All right, let's get into it. Tell people about your platform, the Conversations with Glow podcast and radio show.
I talk about Victor just about everything you talk about. It is definitely an open conversation. I have different guests on. You have been a guest on my radio show, and again, like I said, we talk about different topics from mental health all the way down to your sex life. So I started my platform back in 2000, like towards the end of 2018. I didn't really just actually get on all the platforms to like 2019. And I've been at it. Like it's been hard work or whatever, but I love it. I love meeting new people. I love getting like different people's perspective about all the conversations basically, because everybody doesn't think the same way. And once you figure out how not necessarily figure out, but once you hear how other people think, they can possibly like pull you into to think that way too, or just be like, okay, so you see their logic in things as well too. So that's why I like to talk. And plus, like I always thought like I was a TV show host or whatever ever since I was a kid. So that's why I'm here.
I feel that. I thought the same thing. Everybody hears my voice and they're like, "Oh, you could be in broadcast radio and stuff. You could do this. You could definitely
Yes,
do
I
that."
used to be outside my mama's house playing Jerry Springer. Rest in peace to him.
Yes.
Like I used to play Ricky Lake, all that, and I every time on my report cards, it would be like, "Oh, she talked too much," or
Mine
"She
too.
loud."
Mine would say, "Good job," but he talks too much.
Oh, she's a great student. She's great to have in the classroom, but she talked too much. So we throw all that away, what you just said at first. But I want you to know that she talked too much. But look where it got me though. Like it got me to meet into new people, like I said, and I love it here. I do.
Yes, I love it here, but like I said, it has its downsides. It has its moments where you're like, "Man, fuck this shit."
I'm
But I
telling
feel like,
you.
yes, but I feel like,
You want to take up the computer and be like, fuck all this shit.
yes, and sometimes it be like other podcasters too. Like, man, it be man, fuck y'all group and stuff, all this group and stuff. I'm like, yo, posting up, you get kicked out the damn group. I'm like, you know what? I don't need y'all. We had those moments.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna stop laughing.
It's all
Okay.
good. You laughing because you know it's true. You know it's the truth. It's the truth though. It's like it's the truth though.
Oh gosh, it is.
It
It
definitely
is.
is. It's
Mm-hmm.
like But hey, but it's worth it though, because like you said, you get to meet new people, and it's fun going to different places, and people already know you, and now they can put the face with the
Mm-hmm.
voice, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
it definitely has its upsides, and it definitely has
And
its
also, like, you can build a relationship outside of like the podcast community, like especially like if you got their number on the side, you can talk about other stuff besides like like the podcast and stuff. Because who wants to talk about that like all the time?
right.
I don't be wanting to talk about that all the time. Like, I thought I finished recording the other day. Like, I on the back end, I'm telling her about my problems, and she just like, "Glow, I just met you, but look, we family now." So let me tell you this. But that's the energy that I give, and I feel like if you're reciprocating that, then that's where we at. So yeah.
That's real. That's real. And also shout out to events yours the spirits to join us on YouTube. But I really didn't advertise the YouTube page, but hey, shout out to them joining us on YouTube as well. But so what got you into podcasting? Just what made you say I want to stick to this? Because a lot of people start it, but then they don't maintain it. Because I noticed that, I'm pretty sure you noticed too with like the pandemic and stuff, like I know for me personally, people I've had on in like 2020 and 2018 and 19, I had them on, and I go back to their page and I see them not recording. So, what made you keep going with it?
Um. So when I first started out podcasting, I had asked on Snapchat one day. Okay, so it's crazy because at first I didn't really just know what podcasting was. I seen what it was, but I didn't necessarily just knew what it was, if you get what I'm saying.
Hmm.
So I had went on Snapchat one day and I was like, y'all, create if I created a podcast, would y'all listen? Everybody was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I used to be on Snapchat. Like, I would rant about the dumbest stuff. Like, if
Me
you
too.
are,
I did the
but,
same thing. That's how
but
Liquor Talk
now,
started.
right. But now I have a segment now on Conversations with Glow podcast. Is that it's called Make It Make Sense Mondays. I'm trying to see if I can post it on Mondays, but I'm starting to get to the point like I need for y'all to hurry up and make this make sense to me. But this is
Hmm.
the type of stuff that I would used to actually just rant about on Snapchat. But when I asked that question, everybody was just like, yeah. So I started brainstorming with the name. The first name that I came up with was Coffee Convos with Glow. And my best friend was like, "So you're gonna wake up early in the mornings and do conversations?" And I was like, "No, because that's gonna cut into like other time that I have going on. It's gonna cut into um like me working out. It's just gonna cut into anything else. So I don't know." So she was like, "I got a name for you." So this is how I came up with Conversations with Glow. Shout out to my best friend. She gave me this name. So I was like, I'm gonna stick with that because that's me. Like, I like having a conversation. Like, sometimes I don't always pop it off, but once it's popped off, like, I'm ready to talk to you. Like, I could sit in your living room and watch you watch ESPN all day with the same uh what you call those highlights playing all day, and I can probably ask you questions because I probably didn't see that highlight, and I've been to ask you a question because I'm interested, because I want to know.
Hmm.
So that's basically how it came up. And I started recording my homeboys at first. Shout out to John and Rashad. They actually had one, and um my homeboy had actually put me on them, and he was like, "You need to holler at them." So I went on theirs first and chopped it up with them, and I was like, "Okay, so I like this feeling." And that's when I started having lives at my house every month. Like, I used to have different people at my house. We used to get lit and we used to, go on Facebook Live. And that's basically where it started from. It started from me going solo, like me just having I would record like me just having a conversation with y'all, because I just thought that maybe I should be the only one talking. And I was like, nah, I need people around, so therefore I can get everybody's point of view instead of waiting on people's point of view. I want everybody's point of view right now. So that's when everybody used to come to my house. and we used to chop it up, and then I used to throw it on there like the full 2 or 3 hours. If you listen to it, you don't, you don't. But it used to be some good conversation with some educational purposes in it. And then like when the pandemic came in, I just felt like that it threw everything off. But I thank God for Zoom and StreamYard though, because
Mm-hmm.
it still allowed for me to keep going, because it was the connection as to what we're doing now. It was the connection. I could still be able to do this. You can be anywhere. I can be anywhere. And so therefore, let's go ahead and do it. So that's what kept me pressing on. Like sometimes I did want to give up and be like, I used to take break. I mean, I take breaks. I ain't gonna lie. I take breaks because I have to. I have to take breaks because I don't want to get burnt out behind this. Um, because it's well worth it. And I feel like that it was placed on my heart for a reason for me to ask people. So it was placed on my heart for a reason. So I don't want to give up, because it's always, a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So
Yeah. I definitely felt that, and what inspired me to keep going was going to a podcasting conference and people already recognizing you and stuff. They're like, "Oh, you're a
mm-hmm,
national brand. Your brand is everything. Your podcast is everything." I'm like, "Damn, that just
mm-hmm,
is an estimate to keep going." So if anybody's
mm-hmm.
out there listening to start a
And then
podcast,
again, I have a group on Facebook.
hmm
So that allowed for me to actually keep going too. So it's just like different people in my ear. Oh, Glow, we ain't gonna have another episode. You ain't went live in a while. We ain't gonna do that. So when you hear that, it's just like, okay, so you got people that's really out here, like really rooting for you.
yeah.
So
They are, and one thing I've learned over the years is there's a lot of people not in your hometown and not even in your state rooting for you. So
mm-hmm,
I say shout out to them because a lot of
yeah.
them kept me going. I'm like, damn, I'm getting people love from people in different states. Meanwhile, people up the street from me, they don't even hear from me. But
Don't even
I'm just not even chasing them, So I'm just you gotta go where the love and support is, though.
I'm trying
Eventually,
to tell
spread to people,
you.
But you gotta embrace the support wherever you get it. Stop chasing the people who you think should be supporting you, and just embrace the ones that are, At the end
Yep.
of the day.
I say I don't. I say an affirmation every day. I say I don't chase. I attract. What's simply for me will find me. So it is what it is. My tribe is my tribe. I'm not out here trying to grab everybody's audience, because I'm not meant for everybody. So it is what it is.
Yes, that's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, remember this is Liquor Talk. The more you drink, the better we sound. So go ahead and pour that
Yes,
liquor if you haven't done so already.
I
Only
got my
yeah,
cup.
I see you got your cup, you know what I'm saying? What you got in that cup?
Patron and Red Bull.
Oh yes. I made myself a little vodka lemonade over here, so but so what's your favorite kind of liquor? Is it always the white liquors?
I actually came from drinking Crown Apple to Patron.
Mm.
And so I've been on Patron now for like three years, I want to say. Yeah. Like, and I'm so happy that I went to Patron, because that syrupy shit, that that fucking Crown Apple, y'all can have that shit. That shit is for the birds. Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-mm.
Damn, but there are other tequilas out there though
I
besides
know it's other. I know I've drunk some. I mean, yeah. I mean, I understand there's other tequilas out there, and I may just end up wanting to drink some, but I like sticking with Patron.
Yes, that's real. That's real. So going back to your last episode that just dropped this past week, you talked to a gentleman, you guys would talk about the dates and stuff, and he mentioned how he would just give his girl his stuff and let him go zip lining and stuff. I'm like, man, that's where I understand he wants to have fun, but it's no fun if I'm the only one having fun. So
Oh
all people
God.
think like that? No, because and why isn't that a conversation that should be had before they even go on that date? Because if I take you somewhere, I want you to have fun. You feel me?
Right, right. So this is why you had to listen to the full episode, and this is why I put that clip right there because again, what you want is a clickbait. So I wanted y'all to hear what was said because that's how I feel too. Like you would have that conversation first before just pulling up, because I used the zip lining as an example, but I thought maybe like he would turn around and be like, nah, because maybe she wouldn't like that because this is something that we may have discussed already. But again, he said that he'll find out maybe what she like once she gets in the car. And because again, it's he asked her out on a date, so that means that they're going to go to places that he like to do.
But honestly, that's where you got to have the communication, because what I might like to do, she might not like to do. And at the end
Right.
of the day, if my thinking is this: if I choose something she don't like to do, I might as well kiss the second date goodbye. You
Right.
feel me? That's my logic and thinking, because no person is going to want to go out with somebody who only wants to do something they like to do.
Right. He just, yeah, you got to go listen to it. The episode going to drop tomorrow on the platform. So yeah, you got to listen to it, cuz we were talking about like what should a first date consist of for you, and what is a deal breaker for you on a first date.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's a good
So
one.
yes, so we was talking about that, and you gotta listen, and then we can run this back. Then once you listen, we can definitely run this back.
I got you. So what's something you definitely wouldn't do on a date then?
I wouldn't be rude. Um, even if I don't like it, I'm not gonna be rude. I'm not gonna be nasty towards a person. Um, I wouldn't. What I did say was a deal breaker though on a date is being on your phone. I feel like being on your
Agreed.
phone is the most disrespectful thing because again, this is something that I understand that, you all may have had like a conversation or whatever before you all had went out on a date, because that's normal. But again, this is like an intimate time. So this is something for y'all to get to know each other at this time. So why are we in our phones? If you're in your phone, then I'm going to think that we're boring. The conversation is boring. I'm going to think that something is wrong. So get the fuck out of your phone, or I'm probably gonna leave, or I'm probably gonna ask you to take me home, or something like that. That's just rude. Don't do
Yes,
that.
yes, and also, and I definitely have to agree with that, because you should not be on your phone or anything, because
Yes.
that's the time y'all supposed to be spending together. The phone is always gonna be there, but you supposed to make intimate connection, because the dating pool trash. So you might as well go ahead and try to make the best of it and
Right.
not be on the damn phone. But
Do you think that a first date should consist of going out to eat?
you know, I've had many days by this. I'm flexible. I could go out to eat, go out for a drink, go out for coffee. It don't matter. As long as we vibing somewhere and it's a good vibe, it don't matter.
Okay.
I'm flexible like that. Now, if we want to do some activities, we could definitely do that on the later dates. You know what I'm saying? But I know
So
one
you
place.
wouldn't go. So you wouldn't like take her. Like what is an activity considered to you though?
Like going to shoot pool or going bowling, or
So that's an activity. So you wouldn't take her bowling on a first date?
I don't know. That first day, you try to fill the person out. Like you try to.
But don't you think, oh my gosh, you need to go and listen, because this is what I said. Because I actually used the bowling alley as like one of them, because this is what I said. So with this, if you do go out bowling, this is a chance for you to actually try to figure out how that person is as well too. You
Mm,
can figure out like if this person is like a motivational person, like if they're going to encourage you while you're bowling and stuff. Because me, that's I like bowling now. Like I got a homeboy, like we'll go bowling like every other Sunday or one Sunday out the month. He's in the league, so he's bowling every Sunday, but I come and bowl like one Sunday out the month or whatever, just because. But I'm the encourager. Like if anybody bowl, even if you bowl a strike, I'm like, yeah, good job, boom, boom, boom. Like sometimes they hate me because I'm just out there encouraging. So if you take her out on that date to the bowling alley, and if she's just sitting there and she's not doing none of that, that can possibly give you a little taste of how she possibly is as a person. Now, you don't want to judge her, kind of, sort of, but don't they say that people judge you off the first impression of things?
That's true. That's true. Wow, that is amazing. Hey, we need to take them bowling or shooting pool or something like that. Maybe we need to get an activity going and
For
stuff.
real, like
But I
let's stop going out to eat. Sometimes let's stop going on a coffee dinner. Like let's stop placing. I feel like sometimes we should stop placing a minimum as to how much money that you want to spend or anything like that. Because what people need to realize now, sorry to take over, Victor, but what people need to realize now is that women now come with their own money. And it just basically depends on what type of woman that you are approaching, right? So I also said this on Twitter. Like I seen one dude, he was talking about, like basically, every woman that he approached, basically he's having the same results. So I was just like, okay, wouldn't that possibly come from the same type? You're approaching the same type of women, but looking for different results. How is that possible? It's not possible. If you're keep on approaching the same woman, the same type of woman, and expecting different type of results, you got to move around. So therefore, that means that sometimes these women are coming with their own money. So if you go on a date or if she asks you on a date, that means possibly she got her own money. So why not just go on a date and, skip the coffee date or whatever, because y'all probably done chit chatted already on the phone and all that or whatever. So boom, this is a test. This bowling alley, this shooting pool, the go-karting, whatever, this is a test. And sometimes if they don't pass it, then this will be something that you will just have to evaluate for yourself and understand this is something that you may have to deal with if you decide to continue to keep on messing with that person. You just have to understand, like, oh, he or she is not going to encourage you or motivate you in some things.
yes,
Even a bowling.
agreed. Also shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube. I had
Hey,
somebody
YouTube.
somebody agreed with the comment. They said they think an activity date is one of the best dates and stuff. And they said they definitely said it's the best date if it's no fun. And they do say go get something to eat afterwards and stuff. So I definitely
Yeah.
agree. I definitely think that it's definitely necessary to go ahead and go on these activity dates now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, because and we don't have to just go bowling. We can go to the arcade. We can go hit up Dave
Yes.
and Buster's and go hit up
Yes.
game time and stuff.
Yes.
Because those are fun things to do instead of just
Yes.
going here and sitting down and eating or going to have coffee or meeting
Right.
up at a park. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
it's
boring. That is boring. Like, I don't want to sit right here and watch you eat. I don't want to sit right here and watch you sip on your coffee and possibly talk about you. Let's go out. Let's goddamn go shoot basketball at the arcade, like you said, David Buster's. Let's have fun. I want to see if you got that type of personality in you, like what they said. Because that's a personality. Everybody has a kid in them. If you want to be serious all the time, then it's like, like I can't take it there with you.
Agreed. You know what? You're right. And I'm glad you think like that because not a lot of people think like that. Not a lot of people are open minded to thinking like that.
Yeah.
Because they just want to do the basic. You know what? We just got to step outside the box and maybe
You
the dating pool will
do.
be so trash because
I'm telling you, people make it so trash because he went and paid for my food and me and my friends' food and then like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, you boring.
yes, a lot of y'all are boring. It's like, god damn. I got a fucking podcast over here, I like to have fun. So if I can have
Yes.
fun on the podcast, I should be able to have fun with you in person.
Yes. Yes.
And also, there's plenty to do. And also, if you don't feel like being competitive, why not go to a damn museum or go to an
Right.
aquarium? So it's a lot of stuff to
Something.
do.
Something. It will give you that time. Like, you don't always have to sit in somebody's face. Like, oh, you gotta take me out to eat. We gotta go here to eat. Or then she like dudes too. They becoming sassy too. Like, oh, this and that. Like, what? Like, okay, so like that man that record. I don't know if you've seen this Victor or not, but it was a man that recorded a lady, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she he promised to take her to a certain type of restaurant. And when she got to his house, he had done cooked her dinner. She was mad.
Oh,
You
I
see?
saw that. I saw that. I got kind of pissed with the woman because I'm like, this
Mm-mm,
man. Listen, me personally,
mm-mm,
I'm gonna
mm-mm.
say this. Now I think maybe he should have waited to cook for her because me personally, if I cook for you, damn it, I fucking like your ass. So I wouldn't have cooked off rip, but eventually it would have led to me cooking for
You,
you.
yeah, I'm looking at the fact that you lied. Okay,
Oh.
because everybody don't like surprises. Okay, and my thing is like, okay, this is our second date. I got my mouth. Okay, so I'm looking at it like this. I got my taste buds set on this certain type of restaurant, right? I get
Mm.
to your house and then boom, you surprise me with something to eat. Okay, I'm a possibly be appreciative that you cooked this for me, right? But I'm looking at the fact that you lied to me. You could have communicated that to me. Like, well, babe, like, look, I might just cook something for you, or I got a surprise for you at the house. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe if you would have said, like, I got a surprise for you at the house, maybe she probably wouldn't have not been so upset. It's just the fact of you did not communicate that with her at all. But look, being looked at as the aggressor because of the way that she was showing out. But I just felt like nobody wasn't on her side. And I'm like, I'm on her side because don't lie to me and not communicate with me. And I get here, the steak look dry as fuck. The goddamn broccoli look overcooked. I don't know if the fuck these
Damn, you
goddamn
hating on
mashed
the man cooking?
potatoes.
Damn. Damn, she over here hating on the man cooking. I'm like, damn. You don't know. Like, looks are deceiving. It may look like that on camera, but in person,
Like,
it
I'm
may be
just talking my
different.
shit. I'm just talking my shit. But look though, it's the truth. But it's just the fact though. It's more about
So
people
you would
gotta
appreciate it
understand.
if he said, "Babe, I got a surprise for you," instead of
I
let's
swear to
go in
God,
here.
I
I
promise
will.
you.
I want to cook for you instead of us going here because the place she was talking about going to, they expensive as fuck.
Okay, but communicate that, baby. If I'm telling you that this is where I want to go, right? But maybe something may have came up or anything like that in that matter. I wouldn't have gotten upset. You could have been like, well, babe, tonight I got a surprise for you at the house. I ain't gonna tell you what it is, but I got a surprise for you at the house. I may just get there. I'm probably gonna ask you what it is or whatever. I get there and I see that this is me. Not saying how she should have acted, but I'm speaking on behalf of me. I get there, I see that he cooked, and then I would have, oh, babe, that's sweet. But in the back of my mind, I still got my mind set on, this type of restaurant because this is what you told me, this is what I'm going to get. But I'm going to be appreciative because you did take your time out. You cooked for me. I don't know if you cooked for me for real or not. I don't know if it's takeout, but again, it's the thought that counts,
Oh,
you know.
damn. So I guess a man has never cooked you for you. I'm guessing that because
No,
you
they
over
have.
here
They
putting
have.
the hell out of this man. You over here not giving this man a break. I'm like, damn.
I'm not a man hater, but nah, for real. But he probably have cooked it for real. But I would have. I promise you, I would have been appreciative. Seriously, I would have.
Yeah, and you know what? And I feel like this, like if I really like you, I will talk about my cooking while we out on a date and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm out, because I literally that's what led me cooking for one of my exes because I kind of bragged about it. She said, "Oh, what you gonna cook for me?" And I ended up cooking for her and shut her ass up too. But
Mm-hmm. See, but you told her like, yeah, I cook for you, and then you cook for her.
yeah,
And you shut her ass up. See, that's what I'm saying. You communicated that with her. However, you communicated with her, you communicated with her. But he didn't
yes,
do that. So it basically looked like, like a lie. If you get what I'm saying, like it looked like that. So
yeah. It did. I guess it kind of looked like. I guess it kind of threw her off. But
hmm
so I'm guessing he must have didn't say anything to her. That's why I'm getting
I
because
mean, he didn't say that. He just put her up as being the aggressor. He didn't have no backstory behind it.
yeah,
We still haven't got no backstory behind it. He just put it up in as her looking as her being the aggressor.
yeah. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Maybe, just maybe, we meant there is two sides to every story. So maybe, and eventually that side of the story will come out. Now, sticking with the dates, and this is actually going to lead into the episode I did on your podcast,
Okay.
which will be coming out. I'm not sure, but I saw she got a lot of episodes, y'all.
I caught it. But anyway, Victor, what you was gonna say?
Anyway, so I don't know if you saw the video of the jump. There was a man. He got mad with a woman because this one was like, "You gotta take me out on like 15 or 16 dates before I sleep with you."
No,
And
I ain't
yes,
seen
a
that
woman
video.
literally said that to a man.
You got the
So
video?
I didn't, I saw it somewhere on social media, but
Okay.
I don't have that video. You know, if I
Okay.
come across it, I'll definitely pass it along. But dude went in and he kind of went off about. He said, "Why I gotta take you on all these dates just to sleep with you?" So, which got me wondering, like, which one? How long is too long to be waiting to sleep with somebody? You know, because it gotta happen, especially if you're talking about being serious with someone.
I think we all know though, like when um a woman, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty much sure you done heard this more than one time. A woman knows off top whether or not if she wants to sleep with you or not.
Hmm.
She knows this within seconds or minutes if she wants to sleep with you or not. So it's really kind of sort of like your fault if you allow for her. Lord Jesus, I'm getting ready to spill it. Anyway, it's really like your fault if you allow for her to toy you around and treat you like a treat,
Hmm.
basically. Because most women allow for men to wait that long and they vagina don't even be all that. They be
Damn.
they be like pillow princess in the bedroom. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I'm not here to like downplay no female or anything like that in that matter. However, that's just basically from how what I hear in the streets or whatever. So I feel like that a woman knows if she's going to sleep with you or not. And so I don't feel like 15 or 16 dates should take that long. But again, everybody is has their own preference. It's their prerogative as to if this man want to end up taking her out on 15 or 16 dates just to end up sleeping with her, because most men do that. I know some men now that's that would spend hella cash and still ain't hit nothing.
Spend hella cash to spend that. Meanwhile, she probably got the side dude hitting it all the time, or
Right,
the ex,
right.
you
And
know.
that's usually how it goes sometimes, because she's not interested in you and you thinking that she's interested in the money, and of course she's going to take your money from you if you're giving it to her. Why not? Who
Yeah,
doesn't want free money that they
right.
necessarily don't have to work for?
Yeah, so
Um
honestly, I say shout out to the women that they know what's up, and you know what I'm saying, and they're just like, hey, I'm just gonna cut it off right here because I'm not interested. You know what? I respect the hell out of that because there's so many people they will squeeze you like an anaconda for everything you got, and
everything.
then when you look like you have nothing, they'll own to the man they wanted originally. You know.
Mhm. Mhm. So I just feel like I guess just depends on what type of female that you are. Me personally, like if I'm interested, I'm interested. I'm definitely not gonna make a man date me 15 to 16 times, especially if I'm interested in him the same way that he's interested in me. I'm definitely not going to make him wait 15 to 16 times. I mean,
Yeah,
make him take me out on a date 15 to 16 times. No.
yeah. It's like, and as men, I wouldn't even do that
Mm-mm.
if nothing's happened after probably the third date. I'm
Look,
like, I'm good. Because it's just,
that's me though, bitch. Because I'm going like, damn. Like,
is this something
is
wrong with
something
me
wrong with
after
me?
the third? If it gets to a third date and nothing's happened, I'm like, okay, maybe something wrong with me because it's like. Because I've dealt with
Oh
other people that I didn't
yes.
even have to wait no 3 dates, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know how this woman came up with 15 dates. And you know what? I think if they come up with a number like that, they don't like you. At the end of the day, they don't
Mm-mm.
like you. If they
Mm-mm.
making up rules for you and stuff, they don't like you. That's
Yep.
just at the end of the day, that's kind
And
of
that's
how it
basically
goes.
how it goes. Because let me tell you, a woman would put her guard down for a woman for a man that she really liked. Her guard would come all the way down for a man that she really liked. And she don't really like that man. 15 to 16 dates. And if you
Yeah.
take her out, you a fool. Cause you probably still ain't you actually think I'm gonna what? You think I'm actually get ready to mark down on the calendar? Okay. Oh, I'm on number 15. Oh, this might be my lucky night.
Nah. And that's almost kind
You.
of nah, and it's also the same logic because I've heard some people say they'll wait 90 days. I'm like, okay, you dumb crazy. Get the fuck out of here. 90 days, but you still want me to spend my money though, but I gotta wait 90 days? Nah. So people coming up with these time references, I'm just like, y'all are just dumb. Life too short for all that.
I feel like life is too short too. Like, why do I have to wait 90 days just to do something that you possibly want to do? It's like cut the bullshit. You get
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying? Like, and everybody has bullshit with them, but let's cut the bullshit when it actually comes to that particular conversation, because Arab, you know what you're talking on the phone for, you know what's up, so either you're gonna pull up or you're not gonna pull up. And I'm not just saying like, just go stuff your stuff in anything like that, but if you really feeling a person, they gonna let you.
Yes. Yes, they are. They're not gonna be hit you with these lines of this and that. You know what?
Yes,
Bottom line, oh, he has to spend this much. You know what? If you like me, you like me. If you're not, it is what it is. Life is too short to be
for
sitting here
real.
wasting time and money on people. I know the money
Right.
you can get the money back, but you don't get the time back. I'm not about to sit
No.
here at getting to know you, trying to figure you out, and you don't even like me like that.
Right. You talking shit about me on the other end or probably to your friends. But like, look at this.
Hmm.
Blowing me up. I don't even really like, I'm gonna see what I can get. Let me see.
Hmm.
Let me
And
see.
then you got the homegirls right there. You know, then you got the homegirls right there cheering her on. Like, I know
But
that's right, girl.
dudes do that too though. And you know it. Dudes
Yeah,
do
they do.
that too.
Some
Yeah,
do.
they do it too. They will squeeze a person tight, like you said, like an anaconda, and they get everything up out of a person. And then look, oh, look at her, she blowing me up, blah blah blah. Knowing that you really don't like that person.
And
What
I'm
did
just
that
like,
say?
hold on. Now this person just said they said this to their husband. They said when they were dating, if he can convince, why should I give him some? And I'm like, he convinced the opposite. I'm like, damn, this person made their husband convince them that they're now husband. Present a damn argument like you in court, but hey, I mean, it worked for them, you know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely feel like it definitely needs to happen before it gets to the point of us being together because I remember a time when I worked a job and I was working with an older woman who was divorced. She told the story of how her and her fiance waited until a week before to have sex, and she said it was awful. She said she was torn up. They canceled the wedding, all that. I'm like, damn.
Listen, and I listen, Victor. I don't know. You gonna have to run it back to like my very first episodes. Like I done talked about this. Like I'm gonna test drive. You can call me whatever you want to call me. I
You're
don't
a real one.
care. I don't care. I don't care about all that. It is what it is at this point. But I'm not gonna be stuck with something I don't like.
Yes.
Period. Nothing.
Yes.
Like I told my best friend today, like I'm a grown ass woman. I control my life. I run my life. If I don't have to be stuck with something that I don't fucking like, the fuck I look like.
You're
The
right.
hell?
It is your life. You ain't gotta be stuck with nobody, you know what I'm saying? No damn body.
Nobody.
I don't give a damn how good I don't give a damn how good the sex is. If they ain't taking care of you in the other areas, you don't need to be stuck with them.
Right. That's for
It,
anybody.
yes, and that
Yeah.
goes for everybody. Like because, and I really do feel like you would know it. So based on that story I told earlier, I said myself, it needs to happen before I even think about giving you a ring or think about asking for your hand in marriage. Because if we can't get right in the bedroom, then it ain't gonna help. You feel me?
Do you mind teaching?
You know what? I wouldn't mind teaching, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I might, I don't mind teaching, but I know I'm not that good of a teacher. But this is why I love the podcast community. I will send her over to one of my podcast buddies. I'll be like, hey, Fairy Sex Mother, can you talk to her, please? Can you work your magic? Can you talk to her? You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't doing this and she ain't doing that. Or I might just take her ass to the sex store and try to figure out what the hell she like, you know what I'm saying? Then we'll go from there.
What if she don't know what she like?
Oh Lord. This is gonna be a challenge. I guess we're gonna have to try some things to figure out what the hell she don't like and don't like.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, some folks just I feel like that it would be your place for you to help her to explore her sexuality.
Mm.
So that would be you taking her by the hand into a sex store and possibly grabbing something for her and then taking it and then boom, using it on her. She'll probably end up going back to the sex store before you take her back.
Yeah. Yeah, and no funny story. I actually had a friend of mine tell me back in college, she was like, bro, I had to teach this girl how to give head. I had to show her porn stars. I'm like, damn, bro, you really trained her up, didn't you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like if I have that patience to teach you that sex, that's how you know you really like somebody. If you
But
really like,
wouldn't you want to teach somebody what you like though? Cause okay, I'm gonna say this. I used to have that type. I used to have that type of mind frame, right? And then over the years, because I used to be like, oh no, I don't got time for teaching because if he don't like, if he don't know how to do this, he better know what he doing before he get. And then I got to thinking like, okay, so I'm getting older, right?
mm-hmm,
So it's like, okay, I'm finding myself like liking different things. So it's just like, okay, so if I switch up, so I'm going to have to, tell my partner that, okay, so I'm switching up. So I'm going to have to show you and teach you this is what you're going to have to do because this is how I get here now. You get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So I'm going to teach you this, probably teach you this once or twice and then you on your own. So if you can't get me there, you're gonna have to let me know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you can't, then it's gonna have to.
Yeah, I understand. I understand you want to teach them what you like and stuff and how to get you there. Unless you're very complicated, unless it takes a lot to get you there, because
Mm,
there's been some
oh,
women that are like it takes that they admit that it takes them a lot to get them there.
it's complicated like that.
Yeah, I've ran into a few that it was like it's very complicated. I'm like, okay. And sometimes that's when you just gotta ask yourself, is it really worth it? Because and this is what I've learned over the
Oh
year. I've learned over the years not all women are the same, because one woman I had her shaking and stuff, another one just laying there. I'm like, damn, you just gonna like a man do that? So what I've learned over the years is, in a way,
my
you're teaching either way.
god! What they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Like that's basically, and that's how it is for real. Because that's how I could be. Like I can, one man could think like I am just awesome, The other one be like, man, this boring bitch.
And I've probably said that about some. But you know what it is? It also goes back to how much you really like this person, because
Yeah.
if you really like this person, you ain't gonna be boring. I'll tell you
Yep.
that. If
Exactly.
you really enjoy the
Exactly.
conversation, y'all enjoy each other. It happens before the bedroom.
Chemistry. It's
Yes,
the chemistry.
yes. Our viewer did say there are some women who are not familiar with their bodies or their sexuality, and some have never known an orgasm. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn.
Some don't know what an orgasm is. Some women think because they bust a nut, that's an orgasm. That's not it.
Nah, your eyes ain't rolled back. You ain't shaking and crying and stuff.
Your soul gotta leave your body, honey. You hear
Yes,
me?
you gotta know it. And if all else fails, worst case scenario, we might have to go take you to a sex therapist.
Yes.
Because I follow plenty of them. Talk to somebody. Maybe they can help us and coach us on what the hell we not doing right. But man, if I go through all that for you, man, I must really like you. I must be planning to marry you or something, because
You better.
nowadays.
That's a lot.
Oh, but you're right though.
That's a lot.
But you're right. But think about, you can train her how to please you. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
I just said that. You could train her how to please you. Like it's you. But if you ain't getting me there by the third round, now
Damn, by the third round.
I'm gonna give you after the third. You get okay. So it's 3 strikes. You out, right? So
Okay,
yeah,
3 strikes.
we gonna
She
go.
said after 3 strikes, you can't get me there. Then take me home, damn it.
Police.
Yes, but I don't know, the way some of these men be popping these vitamins, these folic acid, I don't even know if you can make it that long. Fellas, there are
Look.
healthier ways to get your thing up than that. You better make you some watermelon juice,
Yeah,
Get
that's what I
you
was going to ask you. So what are the healthier ways?
I mean, you could take like tongue cat ali, you can take the maca root, you can make you a juice. You can make you some watermelon juice with the whole watermelon. You could juice that, and also like might get pomegranates. Also get some beet juice as well. Those are some different ways that would definitely
Okay.
get you there as well.
I'm gonna have to relay that message to some people.
Yes, relay that message to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's some tips you got for the ladies? You know what I'm saying? Is that because I know some women they swear by cranberries.
Yeah, like real cranberries, or like drink cranberry juice. That's good for you, and lots of water.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. Definitely lots of water, and also might want to give them some dark chocolate too. Like, look,
Yeah, I just bought me some. I haven't had dark chocolate. It's the Brookside dark chocolate. I haven't had that in so long. I was
yeah,
craving it. Yeah.
yeah, I haven't had that in a minute either. So I'm
Hmm.
like, I'm not gonna lie. If I give you some dark chocolate, come on now,
You like her. You like her.
man. I hope this would be for a preview of the Liquor Talk season finale for you, y'all. By the way, I hope y'all enjoyed that little bit of us just talking about sex, because this is gonna be the Liquor Talk season finale, just with a whole bunch of heads and stuff.
Oh
Now,
God.
another thing that had the people laughing is: would you rather meet somebody you have a crush on, or would you want like a certain amount of food stamps?
I think. Oh, damn, this is hard. Um, oh gosh, how much food stamps we talking? How
I
much?
mean, some people said 100 or 1,000. You know what?
If you give me a stack for some food stamps, I promise you, I can make a stack work for food stamps. Fuck my crush.
You know what?
I got I got kids to feed and get without me spending my money. Hell, fuck yeah. It's not a guarantee my crush will feed me or my kids.
Mm.
Fuck.
She said they gotta feed the kids, gotta feed the babies. You know, I'm with that.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm choosing my babies over everything.
as you
Period.
should, as you should. You know what I'm saying? Just don't let them listen to this until they like 18 or 19. You know?
No, bitch. Let me tell you, right? So, okay, so it's kind of like embarrassing, but this is my first time talking about it. So, if y'all gonna be listening, listen here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I my Snapchat, right? So, you got a Snapchat?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have to exchange Snapchats. Okay, so on my Snapchat, I done started like posting like nasty stuff on my Snapchat. Like some days I just be posting like stuff that I see and posting on my Snapchat. So a couple weeks ago my daughter was telling me about some dude that was on Facebook like playing, and he had done inbox me something, but he had deleted the message. Some like young boy. My daughter, she about to graduate from high school, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Congratulations.
so he came and he became my friend on Snapchat. Like I just be accepting folks. I don't know who the fuck I'm accepting because I know what type of content that I'm posting on my Snapchat. And so therefore I know this is what they coming to see. So I'm not doing no, no background check as to who want to be my friend. So the little dude came and asked to be my friend on Snapchat. My daughter coming here, Mom, delete him right now. And I was like, what? I was like, she was like, you inboxing him right now. I was like, what? Thank God that I didn't say anything out the way to him. Little boy, 16 years old, talking about some. I see you like to
16.
get freaked. Yes. And I was like, oh, fuck no. I
Oh,
had him to block.
you need to delete him.
I
We can't have you
no,
going to
it wasn't
jail.
it wasn't no delete. It was a block, but I didn't send anything out the way. But like I said, he had to jumped in my DM and was like, hey, how are you? Let me take you out. I was like, I don't even know you. So he done screenshot, I guess, and had done showed like my daughter them in a group chat or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, like these kids are playing a little bit too.
Hell no. The little boy trying to send you to jail, have you registered as a sex offender.
Nah,
Oh, hell no.
I wouldn't even take it that far. It wouldn't even get that far. Y'all can fuck all that shit up. No, 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 no.
Hell no. No. Nah, See, like I said, you make me thank God I ain't got kids right now because I'd be scared as hell if of one of my daughter's little friends added me on Snapchat. Not that I'd be posting nothing, but
But it
uh-uh.
just brought back memories of how little boys used to be to me when I was younger. How they used to be like, "Oh, your mama gonna be my girlfriend." How they used to be like, "How Miss Miller doing? How she doing?" Oh, that's my girl. So it's just like I felt like it was more of that. But being that we got social media, it's like, oh, so this. Oh no, back up, little boy. Like I don't even know who he was because I can't see him. He didn't post anything. So it's just like, who are you? Like, who are you? And then come to find out, I was like, oh no, no. Oh goodness, no. Mm-mm.
Oh hell no, you
Mm-mm.
gotta put that in the book because we can't
Please.
be having nobody get locked up over this, because I think as little boys, we got a badge of honor when we look to hit on older women, saying no, that woman is a sicko, she need to be in jail,
Mm-hmm.
allowing
Mm-hmm.
that to happen,
Yeah, when I see that, when I be seeing shit like that on like Twitter and shit, when bitches be, Lord, y'all, it ain't not bitches, okay? But listen,
Mm-hmm.
they be bitches for them wanting to goddamn fuck on teenage boys. Like, how the fuck do the fuck you even come out the
Right,
fucking on fucking teenage boys? Like, bitch, you are sick.
that is sick right
Okay?
there.
That's sick.
That is
Mm-mm.
really sick, It's like once you hit a certain age, you can't go. It got to be 25 and up for life. God damn it,
Mm-hmm.
it gotta just be 25 and up, because it's like that person's a baby. They can't really do nothing for you. Like, what the hell
Mhm.
do you think like that? And I be looking at some men like that too. Like, how you dating somebody as old that could be go for your daughter age?
Mhm.
Come on
Mhm.
now,
Yep. But they do it.
y'all some sickos. You know what I'm saying? Because shit. Let me find somebody who's significantly older than me. I'm like, look, you better be putting some money in my bank account. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
Please do. Because if we gonna be
Please.
doing that, then
Savings. I prefer savings so it can stat. Thank you.
yes, go ahead and put in savings, or go ahead and put in an offshore account so I can go to another country with the money. You feel me?
Yes.
Yes, yes, I can be one of these passport bros. Oh my goodness. Glow, you are definitely a lot of fun. What you got planned for what you got planned for the podcast?
Not, just more guests, more conversations. So just make sure that you all are tuning in. First, I do want to thank you, Victor, so much for having me on and allowing for me to just be myself and just chop it up with you. It has been fun. It has been great. I had, fun chopping it up with you. However, for the folks that are out there listening, you can catch me on the Come Up radio station app. You can download that in the Apple Store or in your Google Store. If you download that, you can catch me every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Different people, different type of conversation. Yeah, that's where I be at. Or you can download the podcast on all platforms. Again, it's mostly Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That's where everybody go to. So holla at your girl. I'm just everywhere.
Yes, you just everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Same here. But lastly though, you got a dope platform, had me
Thank
on.
you.
I'm looking forward to the episode dropping, you know what I'm saying? So because that episode was a lot of fun,
It
and
was. It
yes,
was.
I know you probably done got on the dating app, you know what I'm saying? Like I said,
I got on and got off.
same here, same here. It's funny. A few days after I gave it to you, I just said the hell with it, because sometimes you don't have the energy no more to be talking to people.
Yes.
You got the energy for the podcast, but you just don't have the energy to try to get to know someone, and you don't know if they're gonna be temporary or whether they're gonna be the one.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because people, they're just, it is what it is. But lastly, why do people need to tap in with the Conversation with Glow podcast?
Because I am a dope ass person, y'all. Like, what y'all see is what y'all get. To know me is to fucking love me, y'all. For real.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You definitely get my stamp of approval.
Thank you.
I definitely appreciate you for having me on, and also coming on Liquor Talk. So I
No
definitely
problem.
appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you having me on.
If you want to have me on again, you just let me know. If you find something you want to talk to me about, and you could definitely have me on,
That
because
is a bet. That's a
yes,
bet for real.
because I might be in Florida, but I'm just one DM away, as I
Of
said on every
course.
episode. So we doing this thing. And thank you to listeners for listening to Liquor Talk. I want to thank you for listening to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Shout out to everybody that listens to us on WSXJ 97.3 Sunshine Jams down in Miami, the internet radio as well. And also shout out to my people at the Independent Dream Factory for letting your boy come through and give y'all the Liquor Talk live from the studio. Man, shout out to everybody that's tapped in. Everything culture, I still love you, even though I got kicked out of the group. I still love you, even though I got kicked out of the group. It is
No.
what it is. I still love y'all. But until next time, we out this thing. Peace.
Peace out.